Hi, I'm Ad the Lightning, and Team Fate and I are back with more guides for the Infinite Illusion. As you know, recently we had another reset for that activity. To prevent the damage bug happened after reaching certain amount of damage, they decided to remove the 1000% buff we had for it. As a result of that, none of your new scores will ever be as high as it used to be, no matter what strategy you use. That, of course, unless you are a superpower player with 10 or more million power already. Then here we present you the newest guides to do the illusion again with a good score. My guide is meant to newer players or lower power, 500 key or 1.5 million power, about that range, and of course, with free-to-play ninjas. So, let's have a look at the set. This is it. Our old friend, the Mayor Evil Snake, is back on track, together with Madara and Kushina. Yes, I have tested with Genma and Asura instead of her, but she gives better results. If you don't own her, the mentioned Genma can be a replacement, or any other ninja that adds a constant buff to Orochi. Maybe Iruka with skill breaks, Kimi Halloween or Sasori Edo, but again, the best result will be with Kushina. For the talents, you pick the Hot Flux passive. I cannot, as my level is too low as you can see, so I will pick the Anbu special instead. Chidori Blade as Mystery, and the chases and summon will depend on which ninja you used as third member. If you go with Kushina too, this is the set. Finally, you have to use the Klon spamming passive. It will be very important for this strategy. Again, have in mind this is meant for players with a not so high power. All that is left now are the skill breaks needed for each ninja. Of course, Orochi got to be fully broken. You want to do illusion, you got to fully break him. As simple as that. And Madara only need the Y mystery. But having the passive, at least in +1, will be extremely useful. So get it too. With everything set, let's proceed. There you can see my previous score. I did it with a random team just to be able to sweep the activity, so this is going to be the first real time after the changes. Okay, round 1, do nothing, and let Orochi trigger the chasing with his standard. You will end up with enough chakra to cast his mystery right after. Don't get scared or whatever if you see the things are not going perfectly at the start of the fight. Things are going to get fixed from round 4 to the rest of the battle. Oh, by the way, Chidori chasing allows me to refresh my mystery count in 1. That is another very useful thing for this fight, as we need to be spamming clones the earlier possible. And that is the reason. For round 2, Kushina won't be able to participate in the chasing due to the paralysis given by Lara. Then, once I cast my mystery, a clone will appear in that position, preventing her from getting paralysis again. If you are a fan of the channel, you already know that you've got to target mystery over myself during even rounds, and target Lara during odd rounds. That is meant to prevent paralysis from enemy mystery cast, otherwise ruining our combo, and therefore the fight. Always that I get my mystery refreshed, use it instead of Kushina's. Remember, we need to spam clones to protect her, and to get a few extra chakra to feed the evil snake by the end of the rounds. Click the evil snake mystery extremely fast. Once my clone takes action, if you do it right, you may get a cast. From here and up, enemies are going to be targeting me with their mysteries. That is cause in my team, I am the one with the lowest HP in total. You don't have to worry about that. I guess other members of your team have it lesser than yourself. That slow debuff is a bad thing, but we reached the round 4 perfectly. If you remember, I mentioned that things are going to get fixed from round 4 and up. Okay, round 4. I committed a mistake here. What you need to do is to cast Orochi and Kushina immediately. Just for this round, as I got screwed with the slow. From here and up, you will be casting Orochi the most times you can. Yeah, we have lost plenty of rounds in the preparation 4 of the team, but once you see your score compared to other teams you may tried, you will see is still worth. Here I decided to interrupt Zin, instead of casting Orochi one more time. That way, I won't get the slow again, and the fight may continue normally. Remember that at any moment, Lara may chaos your team members. Luck is always part of these fights. So basically this is it. Keep repeating this process the whole fight left, and your score will go up. If you are mid or high power player, we'll be releasing the guides for that eventually. As long as Master's device doesn't explode and stop working, of course.
暗い暗い遅い
消えろ。
襲ってやるぜ。
カットの戦艦の術。もらったこの旋風裏切り
暗い暗い
消えろ。
襲ってやるぜ。
カットの戦艦の術。もらったそうこの旋風裏切り
This is it. I don't even reach the 1 million power, and yet I made 31 million damage. Plus that is without the heart flux passive. For me, is a success. As I said, the team will be uploading the guides for mid and high power players whenever they can. Or, well, not exactly high power. It will be more like mid-power with advanced ninjas. Whatever. Anyways, that's all for now, ninjas. Train hard to be fast and strong, just like the lightning.